Hello everybody and welcome back to The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 4. On the last episode, we had a meeting with all the factions important to the Operation Mirage and leaders of 2 to 3 big countries here. Important key figures. And at the end of the day, Ouroboros has invaded, trying to basically take us all out. But not to mention that, I've officially decided in my head, Cedric needs to die. The fact that he's taking part of this plan and been specifically requested by the Chancellor to operate it is... he's now irredeemable. First, what happened with Oliver and Alphen at the Grawl in 3, but part of the mission here is to take out everybody on board, which includes his sister, to help fuel the flames of war. Oh, you've lost every redeemable point at this point. He needs to die. Let's see if Crow has any range. I guess not.
Got a hot table here. Moving out.
You would think he'd be able to use his guns.
Get back! Now! There! Let's go!
Is that all?
It's my turn.
Honestly, I'm surprised they survived in the first place. I see. So it doesn't seem like Lloyd's weapon is like Yuna's. It's similar, but Yuna's has the ability to use range. Well, it seems Lloyd's doesn't.
Moving out. It's my turn. Ready to go. My turn. That's how it's done.
New craft. Nemesis Bullet 2.
A matter of course.
Treasure Sword 2.
It's my turn.
A daunting foe. Let's test our might.
There! Watch out! This one's tough!
I'm assuming they have orders too, right? Shadow Formation. It doesn't technically raise CP gain, it just gives you CP from what I'm saying. Only 4 turns? That's not that great. Okay, this is Yuna's, but with HP recovery, which is pretty nice. The delay is fine, but honestly, this could be better. Didn't I say? Ah, Chaos Raven. Infernal Hunt. Let's see. Clear the elements and status down, restores 1 BP, boosts everything. That's not bad. This is a suction type. That's nice, and it lowers all their stats. And this one's in a line. Not bad. 4S, wow. Area is set, so it's when you get to move around. Okay, you get some good skills there. Now the real question is, I don't know if it's worth using his CP right now. Well, it's supposed to be a tough one, but I have my doubts. Let's give it a shot. Worst case scenario, I can I can get it back.
Breaker! Moving out!
Who you paired up with?
An opening! There! My turn. Showtime! I'm up! It's down! You're wide open! This is the end!
Oh right.
Moving out!
Lloyd basically has
There!
Ream's Master Quartz, the EX version, so he can CP everybody on everybody's turn.
Must train even more.
Ah, I wanted to hear that.
Yay!
Good, they're getting levels. That was the whole
You're
point of
natural,
that.
Reem. That 8 leaves technique of yours isn't just for show.
Thanks. You've been holding your own in battles yourself.
All comes down to excellent teamwork. Keep it up.
Bring it on! Ha! It's my turn!
Sure, Gale has more power. Alright.
This
did take
is
him
the
out.
blade of the 8 leaves.
If it didn't take him out, I would have been like, But it was able to take him out, which is
Ready.
good. I put the domination quartz on Ray.
Shit.
I figured now is the best time to use it. I'm pretty sure I took his break quartz for that fact. Yeah. I can give him an attack quartz. That'd definitely make him stronger. Well, no, he'd actually be weaker. Yeah, he'd actually get weaker. Because the strength 3 is only 80. The lost art is 100. Plus, how much move was that? 10 move. He can pretty much get almost anywhere across the field. That's a lot of move.
Heads up. That one means business.
Watch out! This one's tough!
I really don't like when they can detect me before they even turn
Let's go.
around.
Get back.
Right!
Uh-oh. I was hoping for the break with that one.
My turn.
Well, I guess we'll use Joshua for that.
There!
An opening.
I've got this.
It's my turn.
He ran away. Probably because he's one of the ones that give a lot of steps if you can take him out. I didn't expect that. A craft to flee?
They're down!
An opening.
Moving out! There!
There! Let's go! Hey! Ha! They're open!
An opening.
It's over!
Well, it didn't matter. I was trying to get the AT delay on that last hit, but he was dead anyway.
Impressive. Nothing gets past Detective Bannings, huh?
Not with you fighting by my side.
All right, got it.
Nice.
Not much to worry about when we got a team like this.
Still, I'd hate to be a burden. I'll do what I can to keep up.
Ha! You old timers just sit back and relax. I could do this shit in my sleep.
I like the banter between them. Let's get as far as we need to with this team, and we'll switch to the next.
Oh, this place. The staircase past here should take us to the deck.
Right. That's how you ran off with the princess 2 years ago.
I heard about that. Wow, not bad at all.
I rescued her. Don't go giving people the wrong idea, Crow.
Sure, okay. If you say so.
Okay, we can tease him about it some other time, Ash.
Alright, let's switch to Team B. I have a feeling that's going to be a fight. Let me check out what they've got before I do that. Honestly, I might adjust these teams a little bit. Damage reduction, CP plus 50. The damage reduction is nice. Even CP is pretty good. It's one. Cast down minus 50 and accelerate. That's not bad. Accelerate as well. Aeon shield, absolute reflect. Lightning sword, strength and speed small. That's maxed out, really? It's the 60 delay that's really trying to sell you on. Sledgehammer, we don't have Sledgehammer, and then we know Ebon Crest. Hopefully when Ebon Crest upgrades, it gives us more turns of Ebon Crest. And then Avalon Hearts. Gonna be honest. Let me see. Let me check something else. I'm not fully done. Hurricane and Mirage. Pretty basic. Only 2 skills. I'd expect this one to have more power. Like at least a C or a B. Because this is a single target. She's probably really just good. She's probably really good for boss fights. 50% KO. And that's a line. Not a whole lot of options, if you ask me. Set, impede 100%. I'd assume in their games they had more skills. This isn't bad. It's a nice heal. Analyze, let's analyze. Balance down for 4 turns. Strength and defense down. That's actually pretty good. 100% impede. I'm gonna be honest. I think that team's more useful.
All right. There. I'll take you on.
I'll handle this. Azure Cleaver! Now!
I'll assist.
Fall!
Laura's damage
My
is very
turn.
helpful here.
Here I go. Ha! Ha! Let's get him.
That, and this team has better courts.
Hey, you're not half bad. Who, me? I've still got a lot to learn.
I must continue to train.
Actually, let me get those while I have the chance. Some of them might contain CP, and Laura's isn't maxed out.
Looks like a real tough. Watch out! That one looks tough. There.
Hey, if I got it, might as well use it.
Let's go! No escape! Hi-ya!
Now. Yeah! Here I go! Take this! Let's go! Huh. They're down! They're mine! My turn. Yeah!
I wasn't a fan of that one turn delay, that one turn break you had anyway. So I'm glad I'm able to hit you with AC delay. Though he should have been delayed more than that.
Gotcha!
The delay isn't very high.
Hey, you're not half bad. Who, me? I've still got a lot to learn. Stats updated.
Good.
Wow, Yuna. I'm impressed. Aw, thanks. Right back at ya. You're really kicking some butt out there. Those two seem to work well together. Yep. They're pretty much on the same wavelength. I could say the same about you two.
You know I'm waiting for him to turn around.
There! Now's our chance! Ha! Ha!
My turn. No escape. Hey-ya! Now!
I'll assist. I shall go. There! Right! Yeah! Get him! They're mine! Here I go! Ha! Ha! My turn. Yeah! Let's go! Yeah!
I can't just let you do that.
Easy!
I wanted Laura to get the kill.
Yeah, I did it! That one looks tough. Be careful, everyone.
Oh. Oh wait, I forgot to grab these. Spirit incense.
Locked and loaded!
A worthy opponent.
Take this!
Let's go. Right.
My turn now. Yeah! Get him!
An opening.
My turn. Yeah! Now!
An opening.
Don't give in! I appreciate it! Here I go! Ha! Ha! I shall go. There! Now!
An opening.
Don't give in! I appreciate it! Right! Get him!
An opening. I'll handle this.
All right! Ha! Ha! Let's get him! Gotcha! Now.
Oh.
Hostile suppressed. Continue. The usual swarms of military monsters and archaisms.
It's hard to predict which of the two we'll run into next, though.
Locked and loaded!
We have the Red Constellation and Ouroboros' enhanced Jaegers to watch out for as well.
The enhanced Jaegers are just a bunch of small fry, at least.
The archaisms don't seem to do much.
I think this corridor may be where I tried to stop Instructor Reen 2 years ago.
Oh, right. Back when he did stuff to you and then ran off with the princess.
What a creep.
He's beyond despicable. How could he do that to such a precious, innocent young girl?
Now, everyone. Don't tease him like that.
Oh, he's pretty popular. It's fine if we make fun of him a little.
He brought this upon himself.
Yeah, for being too much of a goody two-shoes. I guess we'll start with this little party here. I want to give them stuff. Well, Laura, cause...
I feel revitalized.
I would hope so. Watch out, everyone. Yuna! Yuna, come this way. Orbital mines? What a dirty tactic. Well, that was close. Thanks, guys. No worries. We've got to keep each other safe. I have a feeling I know who set these traps. Speak of the devil, the ex-secretary of ruin.
Just thought I'd swing by and say hello.
Ouroboros' enhanced Jaegers, same as in Hamel.
You can
Hamel.
and should address me as Gilbert Stein, Regimental Commander of the 6th Enhanced Jaeger Brigade. I'll thank you to forget about my old job title. The mere thought of those days brings a tear to my eye.
I just unplugged my headphones. Your crappy career path is your own fault. I heard about you stomping around Erebonia. I see you're back at it again. Remember when you helped us out? What happened to that, Gilbert, huh? What? You work together with a guy like this? You preferred to when the Court of Shadows appeared, correct? You really done your homework. Then again, I suppose you are from the Intelligence Division.
That was then. This is now. I only graced you with my help because the situation called for it. Nothing more. In the 3 years since, I've been climbing the ranks in Ouroboros, rung by rung. Though I've suffered a few setbacks here and there, I know this time I'll make it to the top. They'll make me an enforcer for sure. Or maybe even an Anguis.
Good goddess. There he goes again.
We don't need a whole preamble for every fight.
How about you stow your mouth and show your commander some respect?
You're deluded if you think you can hold us back with this pathetic brigade of yours. You better not underestimate us. We're gonna send all of you running with your tails between your legs. What's that noise? A flying archaism. It's the same one he used in Phantasma.
How do you like this?
A pilotable archaism? Not this thing again. But I could have sworn that prickly-haired priest destroyed it back in the royal capital.
Oh, he did. But after my heroic self-sacrifice in Phantasma, I had the 13 factories build me another. But don't think it's the same as the old one. This model rolled out just the other day, greater and grander than ever before.
Sounds like Ouroboros' sixth anguish at work. The mad scientist strikes again. I'm getting a strange sense of deja vu
Marveling
here.
in fear, are you? You should consider this an honor. History will remember you as yet another victory on the increasingly impressive resume of the great Gilbert Stein.
Oh, you're in for a real wake-up call, pal. They're coming. Come on, let's cut his career short.
I'll wipe the floor with you. Eat this.
My turn now.
You're gonna need to do a lot better than that.
Take this! Hurricane! They're down! Let's finish this! Yes! Yes! Yes!
Yeah. Here I go. Take that. Let's get him.
Gotcha!
Let's go. Right. It's off balance.
I'll assist.
Damn you! I failed.
I shall go. There. Now.
An opening.
But how? This is the latest model.
Here I go.
I really hate when they do that and then they get their whole entire break gauge back. They need to stop. That's actually super annoying.
Take that.
You're finished.
Back off!
I'll save you.
Thank you.
Let's go! Too slow! Ha! Here's the kicker! They're down!
They're mine.
Now. Stealth mode. Activate.
I'll handle this. Arcus activate! Ha! Here I go! Take that!
I shall go. There. Now.
An opening!
I'll finish it.
What a chump.
I can see all that swimming practice is starting to pay off.
I still have a long way to go to catch up to you.
Was he that pathetic in Sky? I guess Rini is supposed to be more of an arts
Here's
user.
more where that came from.
Yeah, I did it!
I must continue to train.
Stats updated. Diligence is its own reward.
It's only natural. Level up.
I've done it!
They're too strong.
Pull yourselves together! We can't let the Red Constellation see us like this! My reputation as your commander's at stake! At this rate... Wait! What's happening?
Well, that archaism model must still have been under development. How embarrassing to be a member of the same organization as an idiot of this caliber. Should I restrain him? No time. Leave him. We've got to join the other teams on the upper deck. Right. I think it's just up the stairs ahead. I figured it would switch us. Watch out! Duck!
Nice dodge.
Ah! Is it the Blitz? It's that guy from back at the Grawl. Gareth the Blitz. Regimental commander of the Red Constellation. Damn, just our luck to run into a heavy hitter this early.
Pleasure to see you
I'm
again,
gonna put him
Ashen
down.
Chevalier. And you have Detective Lloyd Bannings with you as well. It's been a while.
So it has. Never thought we'd cross paths again after your last stint in Mainz.
These are my new hunting grounds. You can forget about making it to the upper deck. I suggest you retreat now.
Oh, please. Sorry, but that's just not how we do things. Yeah, the hell kind of wusses you take us for? Mere strength and numbers won't be enough to make us yield. That's right, you'll be the ones retreating, Red Constellation.
You wish, Black Fang. I've been itching to take you and those Chevaliers on for a while. This is perfect.
Fine.
Men,
I'll
ready your
put
weapons.
you down.
Let's see them withstand the sting of the Red Scorpion. Gah!
Here they come. Take cover from the sniper and aim to break their formation. Defeat the ground enemies, huh? Maybe I can take them all out in one fell swoop.
Yeah! I'm up!
Light the way! Noble Arc!
Let's go! Ha!
This is probably completely unnecessary.
My mind is clear. My blade empty. Now!
Termination slash.
Die!
Failed.
That was a lot.
This is the blade of the 8 leaves.
Nice! I did it! There we go! That's how it's done.
Yay! A matter.
The underdogs bite back. Well, if they faced us, they forced us to retreat before. No one said it'd be easy. It's all good. We held them back long enough. Retreat for now. It's a flash grenade. They were actually able to retreat in that split second? That was fast. Get back here! We're not done with you! Leave them. We got bigger fish to fry. To the upper deck. That's one obstacle cleared. Let's keep going. Yeah! If I take it to the upper deck, I can take out some enemies along the way. I hope so, at least. If not, I'll throw a few powders.
The deck's just up ahead.
We've got to keep the enemy's main forces at bay.
I'll use at least one Xeron powder.
We don't know what's up ahead. Be ready for anything.
Of course. It wasn't unnecessary what I did anyway.
Lloyd's team will be taking on the Red Constellation. I hope they'll be alright.
Only one energy by pound. I'll go with the unit. She's the lowest.
Of course they will. They've got Joshua and Reen with them too.
Yeah, let's go join the others up on deck.
Your Highness!
Huh. Now here's something.
There they are! Belle!
Interesting.
Zephyr, too. And Lecter's with him.
Damn! They've got us surrounded.
Sharon. So the two of you have come as well. And the rest are on the other side.
Allow me to congratulate you all on making it this far. But then again, I should expect no less from such an accomplished group of heroes.
You guys managed to take down Gareth's crew, huh? Not bad.
Well, technically speaking, they made more of a, shall we say, tactical retreat.
Impressive as it is, I'm afraid your luck has just run out.
Kind of funny how we all have this boy-girl split going on, though.
Not a whole lot of places for you to run here. Unless you plan on getting through all that.
There's nowhere left to go.
I've got to buy guys some time. I have only one thing to ask you, Your Highness. You said earlier that the Chancellor himself was the one who put you up to this. Is that true?
Huh? What are you trying to say?
You caught on that fast, huh?
Sharp as always.
Of course it's true. I wouldn't lie about something like that. Though I suppose he didn't explicitly tell me to take down the ship and everyone aboard.
As I thought. Hold on. This is insane.
So you're going to slaughter all these world leaders to jumpstart the war yourself?
Yes. That sums it up rather well. But it doesn't have to be that messy. Surrender quietly and I'll see to it your deaths are staged. Naturally, the tragedy will be reported as a cruel assault by the Calvardian army.
Wow. It's almost impressive how far off the deep end this guy's gone.
You'd stoop to staged lies and false pretenses just to start a war? Unlike your brother, it sounds like you've learned nothing from Hamel.
I see. So, you're one of the orphans of Hamel. Then you should know better than anyone. Our world is built on a bedrock of lies.
Joshua?
Who cares about all that crap? Princey boy here wanted our help. So Lady Belle was like, hey, why not?
We procured the Crimson Ark at His Highness's request. After all, who are we to deny his command? The Grandmaster gave us the go-ahead, of course, but I'd been looking forward to taking it out on a spin for a while now.
You really are a slave to your desires, aren't you? Must be a third Anguis thing.
Belle, what happened to you?
It's not like you're any better, fool!
Furthermore, the gender split between us doesn't wholly apply with you here.
Oh, right. My bad. How could I forget?
Huh? Ugh! Enough of this meaningless prattle! They may have us cornered, but we have them outnumbered. And I, for one, refuse to back down. We'll fight no matter the odds!
Huh?
You said it! You're way off base if you think we're going down without a fight.
Agreed. The many dignitaries gathered here today are depending on us to ensure their safe escape.
We've got our own path to find. A third one, just like Reen said. We're not letting you close it off that easy.
Right. If it's do or die, we choose to do.
Lloyd. Joshua.
Ha! They're bringing out the inspirational speeches. Guess that means it's go time, huh?
Indeed. We won't let you get away with this, Your Highness.
Very well. Go ahead and stake your lives on a mere glimpse of hope.
You may have numbers, but we have power on our side.
Guess it's time for you young'uns to show us what you're worth.
Fine then.
You're still bright, yeah? The bracer? You don't look all that strong to me, but I bet that means you're hiding something nice under the hood. Let's see if I can get you to bear it all. I'd love a little taste.
Excuse me? Whatever. We might have missed each other back in Crossbell, Bloody Shirley, but the only thing you're getting a taste of today is the business end of my staff.
Maribel. Ready to pick up where we left off 2 years ago?
Adios has brought me here so that I may finally set you straight. You're my closest friend, Belle. It's up to me to make you see the light. My. Since when did you two grow so determined? If you're so eager to oppose me, then fine. I'll relish hearing your sweet cries of agony.
Wow, I can't even tell which one of you is more twisted. Oh well, guess that means the friendly banter phase is over now.
About time! I'm ready to get down to business! I think I'll start by wiping that smug little smile off your face!
2 Knights of the Stalritter and the Severing Eclipse. We will stop you here. What a lively little get-together this is shaping up to be. A shame we can't stop for a spot of tea. I really did enjoy the kind you served, Sharon.
Why, Lady Wren, that banquet was 4 whole years ago. I'm honored you'd find it so memorable.
You seem to have grown considerably since last we saw you, Jubilee. But enough talk. It's time. Begin Radiant Star Formation. Let's go, Kruger!
Given your power, you should have no problem keeping up with us. Of course. My strength is yours.
Wait, with her? But how?
Sharon's not to be underestimated. We'll have to fight back with everything we have.
Guess it can't hurt to play the prince's little game.
Indeed. However, this little game will influence the rest of the war.
Try and keep this entertaining for us, okay, Class 7?
Oh, believe me, you'll be in stitches after we're done with you.
If you're so intent on drowning this world in dissonance, then we'll just have to silence you.
There is no justification for toying with the fate of the world.
Teams A and B, prepare to break through on both fronts. Goddess be with us. Together, we'll overcome every barrier in our way.
Right!
Alright, let's see. How do I want to line this up? You know, this isn't bad. I'm a little bit worried about team. Yeah, I'm a little worried about Team B. Hopefully this works out for the best. It's a shame losing Laura's damage in one of the teams. This can be tricky, mind you. But I think we've got a good formation.
Man, what's the deal with all the dudes here?
I don't know. Why does it matter, man?
They will make fine opponents regardless.
You're finished!
Yeah!
I'm worried about
Ignite! Have a taste of this! Riot Flame!
I knew it.
Are you okay?
You have my thanks.
I've got this! An opening!
Follow it up.
There! Have some of this! Let's go!
Quite honestly, I feel like it's worth it.
It's my turn!
It's my turn.
Being honest,
my turn.
I'm not as worried about Lecter.
How about a little fire?
Now!
Ah, faint.
There!
I'll use Joshua for it.
Strengthening!
Faint and confused. I'll have to deal with that.
I've got this!
Actually, I think the best way, let me get him up.
Yeah.
We're gonna need you, Lloyd.
Thanks! Right! Zero Breaker! Now! Too slow!
Knew it wouldn't be that easy.
This ain't so easy after all.
Moving out! Now! Please, hear my song!
Thanks. You have my thanks.
Just in case we have to have
It's
another
my
battle
turn.
after.
Now.
Keep it up!
Just as strong as I anticipated.
Alright, which team's next? The one I'm most concerned about is... I'm not sure.
We are the Blades of Ouroboros.
But...
Here I go. Try and see through this. Ha! I shall go. Stealth mode. Activate.
Let's go.
Right. My turn now. Huh. Think you can handle this? Meet your end. Ouch! Here I go. There! Axel Arrow!
That's all you plan to do with Excel Arrow? You don't deserve to have used it.
My turn. Rionac, activate. Fire! There!
An opening!
Why Sharon? She was already below.
Impressive, as always.
My turn.
That was a waste of a follow-up.
Azure Cleaver!
This is how you follow up.
Now!
I'll assist. You've worn me out quite a bit.
Huh. Remarkably done.
True Lion's Rush. Ooh, I'm pretty sure that break is up how. I think the defense and stuff is higher. The status decreasing.
Shirley, dear, how about we toy with them a bit?
Thought you'd never ask.
At least you two seem to be hitting it off.
How careless of you!
Well, this is the first time they all got to move first.
Haha, gotcha!
Back off! Here I go! Time barrier! Break!
Leave it to me.
It doesn't seem reliable to do that. Oh my god, just like... I'm just gonna attack Shirley right now.
Yes.
Arcus, activate.
Nuh-uh!
Back off! There!
Let's go.
Yeah!
Back off! Right! Too slow! Ha! Here's the kicker!
How about this?
I wish they weren't so fast.
Burn!
This is the one that's annoying to me.
Yes!
It's that stupid fire spray. Because Yuna hasn't gotten a turn since she's used Quick Start. Because I don't need her on fire. Where's my stupid thing? I have links for burn. I just can't remember what they're called. Oh my god, where is it?
Yeah! I appreciate it!
Leave it to me.
Seriously? What's with the speeds here?
Fire!
Time to switch seats. Shuffle, shuffle.
Here I go!
Oh, I don't think so.
Take this!
Let's go.
Go!
Back off!
You're gonna have a hard time fighting Yuna with those techniques.
Let's see how this treats you!
It's my turn.
Here I go! Take this!
It's my turn. Beginning analysis. Data received.
Back off! Right! Too slow! Ha! Here's the kicker!
Help me out now, would you? Alex, Shaw, Kane, now, off you go!
Back off!
Alrighty then.
It's my turn! Take this!
Let's go.
Yeah.
How about this? Burn!
Yes! Here I go! Take this!
It's not gonna do enough.
Take this! Wide open!
Gotcha!
Yeah.
It's my turn. Ready?
Switcheroo!
Right!
Wow, that's messed up!
Take this! Hurricane!
I
Adios,
figured
fool.
you'd put up a fight.
By flowing mana. Be gone!
It's my turn!
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Nightmare? And right when I was low on art on stuff too. I don't have anything that can massively cure. Great. I'll have to deal with this on another turn.
Deadly Storm!
Yes.
Yeah, right! All ours, Lady Belle! Why, certainly!
Keep it up! Yes!
I believe it's the relaxing, right? Ah, freeze as well. That's starting to get on my nerves.
Thanks!
It's my turn! Yeah!
Thanks! Yes!
Oh, now.
Here I go!
I know you didn't think
Take this!
I'd let you get that off.
All right!
Thank you.
Don't give in!
I appreciate it!
Let's go!
I do think it's about time I put an end to this.
Ooh, now we're getting somewhere.
It's my turn.
What I got? Too slow.
We got good health, but the damage isn't all that right now.
It's my turn. Beginning
That's
analysis.
not what you wanted, huh, Belle?
Analysis complete.
All right.
Ball.
It's my turn.
It's my turn. Let's get him.
Oh. How delightful.
I feel like nobody in that group really had that much damage except for Estelle. And they were too fast to rely on arts. I have no sympathy. None.
It's my turn!
Oh, I could use the serum powder. I didn't realize we just got that SP. Oh, that's a waste of the capsule.
Let's go.
Nice for more turns.
Chaos Raven! Let's go. My turn.
Let's go! My mind is clear. My blade empty. Now!
Termination slash.
Die!
Stubborn pests.
Wouldn't be fun if you didn't put up a fight.
You're stronger than I expected.
Like I said, if I'm using that, it's to end the fight.
Well, we managed to meet up in the middle at least.
Yeah. But otherwise, I'd say we're at a stalemate here.
These guys are a real pain in the ass.
It makes for a killer photo op, though. These snaps are like gold!
They've taken countermeasures to ensure the Merkaba wouldn't be able to act.
So it seems. With all these guns trained on us, we'd end up taking too much concentrated fire.
Maybe we can just shoot down one of theirs.
I'm afraid that's not an option. They'd simply use it against us.
Agreed. They'd need only spin it as a declaration of war.
The Erebonian Intelligence Division is poised and ready to flood the world with misinformation. All they need is an excuse.
Then the Scarecrow's already at work. I'd expect no less from Osborn's right-hand man. We'll have to count on Richard and the others to stave them off.
Indeed. Lecter, how did this happen?
I still really don't like
They've
that,
got the whole
though.
airspace locked down tight. Not one gap to be seen.
That the whole reason why, like, they have less people in battle with us, yet we're at a stalemate.
If Zephyr's out there, I should be too.
This is the perfect chance for me to knock some sense back into George.
No. I need all of you to stand down.
It seems your worst case scenario is upon us.
I'm afraid so.
Mildine? No, you don't mean...
Major activity on the Glorious. There's something massive deploying on deck.
Oh no! I knew it.
No way.
Seriously? They're busting out those huge hunks of metal again?
The Ions? Not even the Knights?
Ions?
3 of them.
They look a little different from the ones we saw in Crossbell.
These must be their second models.
They're coming.
Remember your orders! Hold the line! You won't get us that easy! Take this!
Watch out! All ships, evasive maneuvers.
Ah!
If we can just keep up the pressure.
Damn it! Gaius! Rosine! Shit. Don't tell me.
It's coming.
Oh, a little flashy for my taste, but not bad.
Oh, come on. This is just overkill.
What magnificent power! Even greater than the Empire's divine knights!
Ooh, nice one, Lady Belle.
I guess that creepy doll obsession of yours makes you pretty good at controlling ions, huh?
Why, naturally. A marionette is a marionette, no matter the size.
Instructor.
Are you gonna call him in?
Yeah. I'll leave everything else to you. Heed my call. Valimar!
Come! Ordine!
Of course.
Those are divine knights?
They're even more impressive than I imagined.
Ah, finally bringing out your ace in the hole, huh?
However, we've accounted for this.
To me! Testarossa!
Come, Zector!
Fine, bring it on.
Two more of them?
The Vermilion and Palatinate Knights.
Prince Cedric.
You sure you're up for this, old man? Well then, since we have this chance, how about we start the rivalries right here and now?
Hey, cool your jets there, little prince. Doesn't count if we're not in a shrine.
I suppose we won't have to worry about a stalemate anymore.
The ion gamma. Seeing it from the other side of the battlefield, it's overwhelming.
Having second thoughts? I really do pity you, Duvalie.
Hopefully you see now that you've bitten off more than you can chew.
Unfortunately, the situation will only get worse for you from here on.
Check and mate!
They've returned. What do we do now?
Off your asses, everyone! It's time to move!
Hold on, guys. We're coming for you!
Let's find our way up to the deck. I can teleport us there. Hold on.
No, that won't be necessary. We have one final landing craft left on board. With it, you will make your escape, along with Her Highness.
I'll head to the deck. Be sure to recover Schwarzer and the others when the chance strikes.
But that would mean leaving you behind. Just tell us, Muse. What are you trying to do here?
Lady Mildine accounted for this, should things go south. And as it so happens, everything went just as she predicted. This is our contingency plan. All we're doing is putting it into play.
Everyone, it's been my pleasure to know each and every one of you. I ask that you give Instructor Reen and the rest of Class 7 my deepest regards.
Muse, what are you saying?
You guys gonna go down with the ship or something?
We don't wish to die here. But dire straits call for dire measures.
It will soon plot a course for the Crimson Arc. Ramming speed. There'll be no getting away for them, given the distance.
That's crazy. Even if you do take him down, an impact that massive, it would blow you to pieces.
Besides, what would the Viceland army do without its flagship?
And what of Mirage? How do you expect it to go on if we lose all three of you?
Not to worry. Mirage was set in motion the moment Lieutenant General Bright was named Supreme Commander. The Viceland Army's core forces need only await his orders, and I suspect Vita will come to their aid as well.
We're fully aware of how heavy a blow sacrificing this ship will be. But if it allows us to take down the Crimson Arc in turn, then as far as exchanges go, there are far worse moves to play.
Muse, Principal Le Guin. But why? Mildine. No, Muse. What reason is there for you to throw your life away as well?
It's only right that the one responsible for a plan that will kill millions joins them in death. I long ago decided to stand my ground with the generals, should it come to this. Though in truth, perhaps I'm simply not strong enough to bear all that grief.
Muse, you really...
As the Supreme Commander of the Viceland Army, I order you to evacuate this ship immediately. Notify all crew members. Prepare to execute Plan D.
As you wish.
Commence Plan D! For the glory of the Viceland Army!
Yes, my lord!
Yes, Your Highness!
The landing craft is in the hold directly below. Make your way to the elevator at once. Or else, goddess be my witness, I will cut you down right where you stand.
Do not let them do this.
Shit. Damn it all.
Do not let them do this.
Actually, I don't think we have to go at all. Huh?
Kido?
Kia? What do you mean?
She's exactly right.
It's the old man.
Mr. Bright!
Suspend Plan D until further notice.
This course of action has already been discussed. I was under the impression we'd come to an agreement.
Indeed. You truly are a remarkable young woman, capable of influencing the very fate of the world itself. But it would seem both of us failed to give credit where credit was due. Namely, to the potential of the third path, and the wings which light its way.
Did you just say wings?
There's only one thing in Erebonia that comes to mind.
Exactly.
Yeah! They're coming! Ah! I recognize that sound!
I was wondering when the opening would come into play. I'm going to assume this is it.
Wait, isn't that...
Now what?
It's getting closer.
Another enemy airship? No.
That ship, it's...
I don't care if Aurelia was our opponent. Shoot. No.
Confirm visual on enemy strike force. 3 ion units also confirmed.
Breaking into combat airspace. Ready to execute Plan 07.
Then let us tarry no longer. Landing party, are you prepared?
That we are.
I know that
You
voice.
can just leave the rest to us.
We shall take care of things from here on out.
I know that voice too.
To think I get to bear witness to such a dramatic scene firsthand.
I know that voice as well.
Such are the benefits that come with our roles
And
on
that
this
one.
stage.
Let's get to it already. Been a long time since I had the chance to get a little wild.
I know that one as well.
Attention all crew. Today marks the day of our maiden voyage. And what a day it is. But this Grand Blue yonder is no place for confinement. Let us show them we won't so easily dance to their tune.
Let's do it. That's what I expected. That's what I thought. I've been saying it since 3. I didn't believe it.
What is that thing?
The Merkaba Unit 2? Wait, no! It's...
What? Was it always that crazy huge?
Come on now. It's supposed to be the Crimson Wings. But it's probably, maybe it has a little difference.
Really getting started now.
Shara. Toval. Patrick. Theta. Blue Blanc.
The hell'd you guys come from? Hot damn. Talk about crashing a party.
Fear not. Your salvation has arrived.
Patrick!
And not just him.
Shara!
That's right. I hope you haven't gotten into too much trouble without me.
Charizard Harvey, Silver Streak.
Sorry for dropping in out of the blue. I imagine it must be confusing for those of you I haven't met. My name is Charizard Harvey, but some of you might know me better as the Liberlian Bracer Guild's Silver Streak.
You're Estelle's friend, aren't you? We heard you'd been missing for some time.
So you're okay after all?
Seems so, though she's certainly not the only familiar face to drop in.
I have to say, you two are the last people I would have expected to show up.
Ha ha! You should know this by now. Where the spotlight goes, so too shall I.
Better late than never, I suppose. This should help even the scales.
Phantom Thief B?
Huh, impressive. They use some kind of magic to stop the big guy here in his tracks.
I could learn quite a bit about being an Anguis from you. Perhaps you could give me some private tutelage sometime. Oh, I'm so sorry, but I'm afraid we're not quite on the same team here, so to speak.
What is even going on right now? I detect a layer to this that is beyond my comprehension.
Man, there's a lot I'd like to comment on, but now's not really the time.
You can say that again. It seems for once we're both on the same page.
How? How are you here? You were aboard the Courageous when it exploded. I saw it with my own eyes.
You saw the Courageous explode, but I didn't see what happened to them.
Maybe Adios spared me just so I could come spoil your fun.
You're Instructor Reen's friend.
Tobal Randon Newer. Welcome back, brother.
Sup, Reen? How you been? Good to see you too, Estelle, Joshua. I'm finally back from my little vacation in Gehenna.
Tobal.
No way. I swear this better not just be a dream.
You're okay. I can't believe it.
Huh. You don't look like much of an immortal to me. Doubt you could have gotten revived.
Yeah. As far as I can tell, he's just a perfectly normal guy from head to toe. Unlike us.
You telling me a regular-ass guy like you survived a whole friggin' ship exploding?
That's right. Like I said, I had Adios there looking out for me. Well, maybe not just Adios.
Well now, this doesn't quite match up with what we were told, now does it?
I'm starting to think someone played a dirty little trick on us.
It bears reminding that Master Toval was not the only passenger on the Courageous when it exploded.
Then... that would mean...
Right.
Ah, what a delight it is to know my memory lingers on in so many minds. Please, open your Arcus units and let your imagination become reality.
Welcome back, the Courageous. Or I assume maybe it's gonna go by another name. Maybe the Courageous 2. Called it. The rest of the missing students from Thor's, and the rest of the students that abandoned the ship. Well, the branch campus anyway. Tinny Color, Mueller, Vander. He's stuck by Oliver then. First Prince of Airbonia, Oliver Russe
You'll have to
Honor.
excuse my aesthetic augmentation. Rest assured, before you sits the very same devilish rogue you've always known.
Olivert! You're alive! You were alive this whole time! And there's Mint and the others! They've been with His Highness all along!
Yeah, looks like they've got a few branch campus kids tagging along too.
Unbelievable. Looks like His Highness has got us beat.
Indeed. One might say he utterly outplayed us.
It's been a good while, Rain. I see you've gone through a bit of a makeover yourself. And just like yours truly, you're all the sexier for it, you handsome little rascal, you.
Your Highness, I can't believe it. You're really alive. But how? What in the world happened back then?
That's what we want to know. Why didn't you tell us? Do you have any idea how we felt when they came to the world and told us you blew up?
I can only imagine. And for that, I cannot apologize enough. The circumstances which forced me to secrecy were as entangling as a rosebush, and twice as prickly. Ah, but what does it matter? No remorse could hold us from the blooming jubilation of this long-awaited reunion of ours.
We can't argue with you there. Though I suppose this explains why Sheriff went off the radar.
Pretty much. I happened to randomly stumble upon some info about his survival. That was why I had to cut off all contact. We couldn't have information like that leaking out to just anyone. Not only for Olivier's sake, but the Courageous Two's as well.
Well, I guess that makes sense, but... Oh, sorry, Reen. We kind of cut you off there, huh?
Did you forget we're in the middle of a serious
Not
battle
at
here?
all. Honestly, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around all this. I didn't expect to see you here either, Major Michael. Much less you, Lieutenant Colonel Mueller.
This is what I meant when I said I had plans of my own. It's been a fair bit longer for us, though, hasn't it, Schwarzer?
Sure has.
A shame I couldn't say this sooner, but I'd like to thank you for all you've done for Kurt.
Mueller! Thank goodness you're all right. When I heard the 7th got disbanded, I didn't know what to think.
Ah, Kurt. There you are. I can tell you've gotten stronger since I last saw you. But I think it's best we set our family gathering aside for the time being.
Indeed.
I can't believe it. You survived after all. I'm so relieved.
But I regret to inform you, Operation Jormungand is already underway. The same goes for that brazen meal Mirage scheme. So tell me, Olivert, what could you possibly hope to accomplish with that overblown ship of yours at this point?
If I may hazard a guess, perhaps he's here to join Meal Mirage.
Alas, no. With Muse, Cassius, and all the other presiding dignitaries involved, Meal Mirage is in as good a set of hands as can be. I, or rather we, have appeared before you today for one reason, and one reason only. To serve as the wings upon which deliverance to a third path is granted. Jormungand and Meal Mirage. Two massive operations of unavoidable consequence. Yet amidst these titans is another force. Those unyielding in their hope that the twilight will soon give way to the dawn. Reen, Lloyd, and Estelle, and each of their companions that walk this path with them. Not to mention a multitude of others, all ready to lend aid to their cause. Across the continent,
people of all walks are making the decision to follow their hearts. Thus, so too shall we, so that our wings may help them soar. And soaring, high above the holds of Erebonia's curse, we will join together as one, to become the radiant rays of hope, piercing through the oppressive darkness of despair. To that end, I hereby name us. Not the crimson wings of the Civil War, nor the winds of freedom on the Western Front, but our third and greatest title, the Radiant Wings.
Your Highness.
The Radiant Wings, huh? Not a bad name.
It has a lovely ring to it, doesn't it?
Ha! Didn't even take you 5 minutes to flip the whole damn script on us.
Ha ha! Finer words have never been spoken, O eternal rival of mine.
Whew, boy. The dead keep cropping up one by one. We really screwed the pooch here, huh?
Then why don't we go ahead and make things right? This little charade ends here. Members of the Society, exterminate them all.
What?
Your Highness!
Seriously? Haven't you had enough yet?
Well, why not? I'm always up for a bit of slaughter and destruction.
And there's nothing quite like putting a damper on someone's parade.
I suppose we couldn't expect it to hold forever.
Shit, don't tell me.
It's engaging spatial annihilation. The Type Beta is switching to high-speed mode as well.
Now you've done it!
Enough chit-chat. Time to say goodbye.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Damn. It would seem they aren't bluffing.
Stop this at once, Cedric. Why are you still doing this? Oliver just came back to us.
Don't you see, Elfin? That's exactly why I must do this! I'm just as glad as you to see him alive again. But feelings such as that are only for the weak! We're ending this world and creating a new order in its place. And an undertaking this great leaves me no room for weakness. Chancellor Osborne entrusted me with a mission. And I swear, by my hand, I will carry it through!
I believe you've actually done quite enough for now, Your Highness.
Huh?
That voice.
My, speak of the devil.
Chancellor Osborne!
Father.
Rufus, too.
Instructor Claire. Even you?
I come to you today from the Imperial capital. You'll have to excuse me for not attending in person. As for my fellow world leaders, President Rocksmith, Prince Albert, Princess Claudia, my warmest greetings to you all.
You're the last person I expected to make an appearance here today.
Our greetings to you as well. A shame we couldn't meet under better circumstances.
I must apologize for not giving you prior notice of our visit.
Not at all, Your Highness. This airspace is a neutral zone. No permission is needed from the Erebonian government to enter it. Lieutenant General Cassius Bright. Just how long has it been?
Since your surprise visit to Liberl? About 3 years. Though it appears your people have been fervently active in our regional capitals in your stead.
You flatter me. Our work is nothing compared to that of your team from R&A Research.
Are they talking about the Erebonian Intelligence Division?
Yeah. Richard and the others have been struggling to counter their efforts.
I see the Special Support Section has chosen to attend as well. I do hope our dear Rufus isn't causing you too many difficulties.
Here and there, perhaps. Though I would very much like to establish a better working relationship with them wherever we can.
What a barefaced liar.
It's a pleasure to meet you again, Your Excellency.
I can't help but be reminded of our conversation at Orcus Tower 2 years back.
Ah, yes. When we spoke of the resolve needed in trying times. How very nostalgic. And last, but certainly not least, Prince Olivert, my deepest apologies. I scarcely realized just how gravely I'd underestimated you. I imagine even the Duchess and her cohorts must share in my sentiment.
Indeed. It would seem I'm not as keen as I thought myself to be.
That's quite enough flattery for today, Your Excellency. As it currently stands, we can no longer stop either one of these grand operations from commencing. And yet, as I've already declared, we will continue on as the Wings of Passage.
For Reen, Lloyd, Estelle, and every one of their allies. For I know in my heart of hearts that their light will shine through to the very end.
Your Highness.
If we weren't sure of ourselves before, we definitely are now.
He's trying way too hard to sound cool.
Be my guest. You may flit around as much as you please. But know this. You have only 6 days before Operation Jormungand makes its move.
Huh? As one of the authors behind this plan, allow me to issue a declaration. The order to commence Operation Jormungand will be officially given at the stroke of noon on the 1st of September.
D-Day. The start of the Great War.
Indeed. And preceding it, an omen of epic proportions to which the entire continent will bear witness. The harbinger of the end of the world. The Great Twilight.
The same day will also mark the beginning of the rivalry of the Seven. Jaeger King Rutger Clausel, I hope you are prepared.
Sure am.
And what of you, 7th Anguis of Ouroboros, Arian Road the Steel Maiden?
I have no objections.
I must admit, I'm deeply interested in how you all managed to escape that explosion. But I can wait until a more appropriate time to satisfy my curiosity.
Then it's true.
Yeah. Though I bet the Phantom Thief had something to do with it.
Now, if I may have your attention, everyone. I'd like to present two individuals who deserve some recognition for their contributions to the rivalries.
Mother! And Professor Schmidt, too?
So when you said you were leaving on business...
Hello. I suspect this comes to you as somewhat of a surprise.
Not me.
But I simply assisted with an off-the-record request from the Erebonian government. That is all. Miss Croyce, the professor and I have completed fine-tuning the device, as you asked.
Marvelous. The both of you have my utmost appreciation.
You can save your empty gratitude for someone else. I am simply working toward my own goals, nothing more.
What exactly are you planning, Belle?
Allow me to make one final introduction to our roster. One not even we expected. And yet, one that will surely prove instrumental in setting the stage for the rivalries.
Uh-huh. Now that you mention it, I haven't seen McFirebro around in a while.
Yo, you called? Man, I love it when there's a time limit. Really gets the blood pumping, you feel me? But I ain't the star here. Hey, come on out already.
No way.
Mask.
Viscount Arcade?
So this is what became of you.
I was curious how and where you'd managed to wander off after losing your left arm.
His left arm. Father.
So you've turned even the Radiant Blade Master into one of your puppets, then?
That would be wrong, for I am no puppet. I am Victor S. Arcade. I have lost neither my memories nor my sense of self. It brings me no small pain for us to meet again like this, Cassius.
Perhaps, but it's no small delight to know you're still alive as well. I can only assume this is the curse compelling you against your will.
Huh? Know something we don't, old man?
A similar case occurred in Liberl 3 years ago.
In Phantasma.
We encountered artificial copies of people who had the same memories and personalities as the originals.
You're trying to tell me it's happening all over again?
No, that was in the Recluse Cube. What we have here in Erebonia is something on a far greater scale than that.
Yeah, the curse is forcing Mr. Viscount to do whatever it wants him to. He's the strongest swordmaster in the Empire. That's why he was chosen to set the stage for the rivalries.
Precisely. All to create the best possible conditions for the resurrection of the Great One.
So that's how it works. It's almost as though the curse has a consciousness, a will of its own.
No, Father.
So his skills as one of the greatest swordsmen on the continent are being used against him.
There's no need for anguish. These are nothing more than the whims of fate. When next we meet, it will be as heralds of the rivalries. Reen, Laura, I expect you to put forth your very best when the time comes to pit steel against steel.
Catch you when the fun finally starts. We'll be waiting.
It's like that.
Alrighty. Guess we'd best head out ourselves.
Best of luck, Miss Maiden. If I see you again, it'll be between my crosshairs.
Very well. I will await that moment with bated breath. Ines, Anea, return to me. I will require you at my side once more.
Yes, my lord.
As you wish.
Ha! Busy times ahead for all of us, huh?
Our final battlefield draws near. The very thought is enough to make the blood stir.
Just what kind of farce do all of you take this for? We aren't finished here! Not by a long shot! Who do you think you are, deserting your duty?
Sorry, kid. We got our priorities.
That's quite enough, Your Highness. The task you were given was a greeting, a show of formality and nothing further. Evidently, you have failed to understand that. I have to warn you against overstepping your bounds. Or must I remind you of your position as an Ironblood?
Your Highness.
Now, let us leave the matter at this. Return to Heimdall for now, Your Highness. There yet remains an important role you must play.
Understood.
Boss, Zeno, Leo. My lord.
Ouch! Bet Princey Boy's gonna sulk on that one for weeks.
Looks like the party's over now. What a shame. I was having so much fun.
I do hate to cut our engagement short, but I believe it's time we made our exit.
Understood.
See you around, guys! Continue on with your struggle, vain as it may be. I want to relish making you squirm before we finish you off for good.
Now, if you'll excuse us.
Hey! Wait for me! We gotta get out of here! 6th Enhanced Jaeger Brigade, fall back! Get moving!
Belle, just how far will you take this? First Sharon, and now Mother too?
Guess we won't be settling the score this time around.
We'll go ahead and see ourselves out, too.
George!
So you're gonna leave without saying a single thing. Again.
Don't worry. We'll be able to settle things soon. But don't expect any mercy from me when that happens.
Right. Real convincing.
George, or would you prefer I call you Georg? Either way, I owe you my thanks. You can keep them. Farewell.
Man, that guy really isn't cut out for this.
Look who's talking.
Exactly. You're no different.
Whoa! Didn't realize you guys were keeping demons up in that ship.
Oh, Lecter. I can only guess who you're referring to.
Still, it really is wonderful to see you again. It's been so long since we last met at the trade conference.
I won't even bother scolding you anymore, Lecter. All I ask is that you promise me one thing. That we'll still have a class reunion, no matter how this all ends.
Leo wants just the same. Jill and Hans do too.
Sheesh. You guys just can't learn to let it go, can you? Fine. I'll bite. Now, making a promise cost me nothing, after all. You just gotta promise me that you survive long enough to get there.
Of course. The same goes for you.
I'll be waiting, with a fist curled and ready to knock some sense back into you. So be prepared.
I'm glad everyone was able to have this chance to see each other one last time. With this period of relative peace nearing its end, may each of us give every last ounce of our strength in the coming days. And Rean, you have a decision to make. Will you give in to your cursed destiny? Rebel against your fate? Will you simply flee? Or will you continue to struggle with every fiber of your being until you have seen this abyss of despair through to the end?
Whether we'll ever meet again, I can't say for sure. But if we do, I guarantee you'll have no doubt about which path I've taken.
My goodness, His Excellency certainly is impulsive. Farewell, everyone. May you enjoy what little time you have left before the end of days is upon us.
I pray that you all have a safe journey home. Be assured that neither the Imperial Army nor Ouroboros will interfere with your return.
On that note, you are also free to go and visit His Majesty at his bedside, should you so desire. As for you, Lloyd, I have temporarily suspended your arrest warrant. I imagine you'd like a chance to visit those dear to you. Far be it from me to hold you from your final farewells.
Wait, really?
Think of it as my personal apology to you for Operation Birdcage. We will be recalling our troops from Michelin as well. Why don't you enjoy yourselves there one last time?
I'd like to thank you for the consideration, though not half as much as I'd like to deck you in the face!
Instructor Claire.
They're always so difficult to get through to. Well, this has been a most productive encounter. I don't know if I trust them to not interfere with our return, so we'll be taking our leave as soon as possible. I wish you all the best of luck in the coming days. May each of us do our utmost, no matter what path we've chosen.
I shall find a way to pay my respects to His Majesty before setting a course back home. With that, farewell for now.
Princess Alphen, Lady Mildine, and General Le Guin, congratulations on rallying so many to your side this day. As for Rean, Lloyd, Estelle, and all the rest, may Adios give you her blessing, wherever your endeavors might take you. And once again, Prince Olivert, I can't express enough how much of a relief it is to see you alive.
Always a pleasure brightening your day with a bit of bewilderment. And Cassius, though we walk different paths for now, perhaps we could meet for a drink one day. I imagine Zin would be eager to join.
Ha! I'll be sure to take you up on that. Estelle, Joshua, Ren, Sherazard, Agate, Tita. We shall meet again. Take care of yourselves, as well as each other.
For sure. We may not be on the same team exactly, but good luck all the same, Dad.
You better not get beat by some Imperial hotshot, you got it?
You can leave any matters in Erebonia to me. I'll make sure to be close in touch with Sarah.
The Society's at work all over the continent. Be careful out there, Dad.
We'll let you know if we discover anything about their plans.
Be careful, Mr. Bright. You too, Chloe.
That was way too intense.
Agreed. Not just the battles themselves, but the entire situation.
Yeah. Having the fate of the entire continent at stake can get a little overwhelming.
Huh. Don't
Isn't
go
this the fate of
wussing
the
out on
world,
us just
not the
yet.
continent?
We're finally in the home stretch.
Yes, that we are. Oh, Muse.
You changed your clothes back.
So I have. I suppose we should count ourselves lucky things ended up as nice as they did.
I swear. Muse? You don't really think your signature sweet smile will be enough for us to forgive you, do you?
Huh?
I was about to ask just the same.
You were about to pull some real wild shit back there, weren't you?
Just so you know, we overheard your conversation on the bridge. I need to have more than just a few words with you, as your instructor.
Yes, Instructorine.
That was strangely meek of her.
What, you sick or something? More so than usual, I mean.
I'd say she realized she went a bit too far this time around.
Though perhaps we're partially to blame for all the pressure we've placed upon her.
Such is the folly of youth, wouldn't you say?
Oliver.
It pleases us all to have you grace us in good health, Your Highness.
You'll have to direct your thanks to the many others who helped this come to pass. Our endgame is nigh, Reen. Should you wish it, my wings are prepared to lift you to a new path.
It would be our honor, Your Highness. But before that, on behalf of us all, welcome back.
It's good to be back. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, Liberlians, Crossbellans, and Erebonians alike, welcome aboard the second successor of the high-speed cruiser Arcee, the Courageous 2.
Nice. And with that, it looks like we finished Act 2. Come on, mouse. Work with me here. Did well against Maribel, did well against Cedric, lost Radiant Wings.
Oh, wow! You really outdid yourselves!
Did well against Cedric. But I took out everybody. Well, I guess that's just what they count it as. Alright, just a little bit more. Let's start Act 3, and as soon as we gain control, I should call it. Nice. Now we got a big ship back. That's a nice sized training room there.
Despite being a new model of ship, the system you see here largely emulates that of the previous Courageous. Our operations manual only covers the bare minimum. Should you find anything lacking, you'll have to figure it out as you go.
Understood. I'll make sure to pass it on to everyone else.
In total, it spans a length of 92 Arge, a considerable step up from the previous 74 Arge class. However, because the ship is so much bigger, you'll need to carefully watch the speed and engine output.
Ha! So she's a wild one, eh? Sounds to me like this girl's gonna need a bit more taming than the last one.
This terminal should give you complete command over all the ship's facilities and fire control systems. It comes equipped with anti-hacking measures, specially developed by Professors Albert and Erica Russell themselves.
You mean Mom and Grandpa made it? We should have no problems then.
Incredible. Every inch of equipment on this ship is state-of-the-art.
And that computer's one of the Epstein Foundation's next-generation models. Weren't they only just developed?
That's right. And its hull has the latest innovations in hydrodynamic engineering, courtesy of the Ruhr Institute of Technology. Plus, it seems to be outfitted with ZCF's newest next-gen Orbital engine, too.
It only gets more and more unbelievable every time I hear it. Just how did you manage to construct a cutting-edge ship like this abroad in total secrecy, without anyone finding out?
As I stated earlier, there are a great deal of individuals who helped me make this happen. Such as Mr. Gwyn here, for instance.
Gwyn Ryanford, the only member of Lisa's family who's not
the story
an
here
enemy.
goes all the way back to right after the Civil War. Considering the way it ended, His Highness decided to approach me for some advice. He had me prepare this ship for him, all in anticipation of the day when the Crimson Wings would be torn from the sky.
So that's why.
Huh. I do remember His Highness mentioning something about you being his advisor.
Still, for the construction site to be located on the Kingdom of Liberal Valerie Lakeshore, on top of an old Ouroboros secret base to boot, talk about a plot twist. You're referring to the research facility that the Faceless constructed during the incident in Libero. I heard that after the dust settled, it was handed over to the ZCF to manage. It does seem like Grandpa and the others used it for some kind of research. Not just Gwyn and Professor Skimmett pitched in, but Professor Russell and Her Majesty Alicia too. Whereas Cassius and the Crown Prince were none the wiser. You wanna fool your enemies? You gotta fool your friends first, huh? As for funding, in addition to His Highness Olivert, Gwyn and His Majesty Eugen also contributed from their personal holdings. But perhaps the most unexpected benefactor were Father and Marcus Wagner. Indeed, quite a cunning play by those two. I imagine that keeping this from the Albareas as well was all in the name of avoiding the eye of the Intelligence Division. Yes, it was the same with the Cayennes, right? And so the third wing was complete, independent of the government and the Weissland army. Of course, when I said we were preparing for our wings to be torn away, we only expected they would be commandeered by the government. To be perfectly frank, the thought that they would be physically torn apart never even crossed my mind. This isn't a laughing matter, for the record. Indeed, just being alive is reason enough to give thanks to Adios, even at the cost of a left eye. Your Highness, hate to ask, but what's the prognosis? A full recovery doesn't seem to be in the cards, unfortunately. But as a musician, I'm just grateful that my hands and ears made it through in one piece. I suppose I have them to thank for that, eh? So, you owe your life to George's inner turmoil and the whims of that phantom thief, huh? You have an unbreakable spirit, Your Highness. Don't sell yourself short.
This is... I underestimated them. Shara, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Ein. Looks like I messed up.
Goddess, please protect my daughter.
You have 15 seconds until the hull collapses. So before then, I will offer you one final wager. A gravitational barrier will appear on the bridge for exactly 24 seconds. Let's see if you can come back from this.
Ah! Adios, help us! You gotta stay calm.
Get down and brace for impact!
Over there!
Damn! The gravitational barrier!
It's not gonna hold.
Don't give up just yet!
Was I a moment too late? Nay, surely a flicker of hope yet remains. Can you still be plucked from the jaws of Gehenna? Show me just how far that luck of yours will take you, my dearest rival.
So, the Viscount pretty much sacrificed his arm. Seeing how they said he lost his left arm to protect them from being completely caught in it from the dimensional barrier breaking. Still can't believe that our friend, the Phantom Thief, saved you all from the wreckage. Guess his parlor tricks are good for something. If that's what he used to spirit everyone away in one piece. No wonder they couldn't find so much as a single body. On top of that, he healed His Highness, the crew, and even the Viscount's grave wounds, didn't he? That's right, I was injured too, but somehow I made it out relatively unscathed. When the Viscount jumped in to block the hole in the barrier, I couldn't even use my arts to help him. I never felt so worthless in my entire life. I'm sorry, Laura. I dropped the ball when it mattered most. Like I told you, Tovo, you have nothing to apologize for. I'm just relieved you made it out alive. I'm sure Father shares my sentiment, if you say so. I admit, I thought Viscount Arcade more than less invincible. I was stunned and speechless to see him in that state. But for him, losing his left arm just means he'll swing twice as hard with his right. Power is but an extension of oneself, and what is a sword if not power wrought in steel? That was his big line, I believe, in 2, when he was about to fight with McBurn. But ultimately, it is not the might of one's blade, but the will and strength of spirit that decide the battle. Yep. In the Infernal Castle. The words of his lordship from the Infernal Castle 2 years ago. So ridiculously cool. Okay, Edgelord. Given who we're talking about, I expect he'll only emerge stronger from the experience. If that's the case, this could well become the most difficult trial we've yet faced. I'm inclined to agree. It'd be prudent for us to account for every contingency. There's also the promise we made with Loy, Estelle, and the others. True that. We can't let them best us. But what exactly is Rose up to? Sorry about my grandmother. She has a way of being evasive. I definitely was a little surprised by how sudden that all was. If it involves a rivalry, though, the only thing to do is go and check up on it, right? Check it out, right? What's this about? The previous evening, after Reen and the others had been shown around the Courageous 2, which they boarded at Prince Oliver's invitation, they began discussing what they needed to do now that the war would begin in less than a week. As they spoke, a message from a rather surprising party arrived at the conference room.
For those of you who have not yet had the honor, my name is Roselia Milstein. I am the elder of Erebonia's Hexen clan. Emma and Vita are my disciples in the magical arts. It is a pleasure to finally meet you, Prince Olivert, as well as the storied children of Crossbell and Liberl.
How do you do? Until this moment, I've only heard of you through rumor and legend. I've heard that you watched over the laying of Erebonia's foundation by I'm guessing it's one. Is that really true? Well, actually, that was my predecessor. It was Emperor Hector and Prince Drykles who I was best acquainted with 800 years ago. I cannot say the family resemblance is all that strong in you, but you definitely have a similar fire in your heart. It's quite an honor to hear you say so. I've heard about Roselia from Rin. 800 years old. Even seeing it with my own eyes, I can't quite believe it. I've heard a few things about those of you back there as well. Glowing tales from Ragnard and Zeet both. Wait, what? Ragnard? For real? We haven't seen Zeet since... We spoke shortly before they vanished. Even I have no idea of their whereabouts now, however. That's a shame. From the sound of it, Cassius doesn't know either. Ragnard, the ancient dragon, and Zeet, the divine wolf. Two of the beasts entrusted with overseeing the Septarians.
Indeed. Being sent forth by Adios, much like the holy beast of Earth. Thomas Lysander, second dominion of the Gralsritter. Estelle, Lloyd, I've heard many a rumor about your respective endeavors. As for you, Your Highness, I don't think we've had the chance to talk since you were last at the main campus.
And to think that you, a history teacher, are a dominion of the Gralsritter. I must say, I was quite frustrated that I was unable to see what was really going on, despite my ties to Kevin. I see. So I guess that means you heard about us from Kevin and Reese. And it sounds like you learned about us from Wazy, right? Right. We're having all of them operate outside of Erebonia at the present. They're out there resisting Ouroboros and their allies, working toward the Great Twilight in secret. The 1st, 4th, 5th, and 6th Anguis. It seems the enforcers who haven't come to Erebonia are also all out on operations. Looks like the intelligence division's been active in other countries too, making some pretty serious moves. The Red Constellation's main regiment and the War God too. So Uncle Sigmund is finally on the move? Yes, Arios and Rixia are responding to their actions. It's the same with Noel, Chief Sergei, and Dudley, isn't it? I hope they're all okay. To be honest, things are looking fairly grim. So much so that the Papal Guard has begun to act on its own and is cooperating with Operation Mirage. I suspected as much. Now is truly not the time for them to be going off on their own like this. Even during the Night Touched affair 200 years ago, the Papal Guard managed to make a nuisance of themselves. For the time being, though, let's focus on the main issue at hand, the rivalry of the Seven, and... Though it is unclear how, it seems the announcement that Operation Jormungand and Operation Mirage will commence 6 days from now is connected to the spread of the disturbance in the spirit veins. What? Wait, does that mean it was influenced by today's events? The boss moving out might be related too, as well as my father, Steel Maiden, and the others. This probably involves Mother and Sharon too. And Maribel, she seems to be working with Ryanford somehow. There are likely many causes, but we now have a different grave situation on our hands. Meanwhile, spirit rings across the entire continent have begun activating. It's no longer limited to the Empire. Wait, what the hell? The disturbance was initially a gradual ripple outward from the Empire, but it seems to be matching the coming war in its scope. Right, that's the great Twilight at work. They need it in full swing for the rivalries to even be possible. I imagine even now, they're preparing for the ultimate reformation of the Great One. If only there was something we can do.
The solution is simple. Use this ship to whatever end you see fit. The rivalry of the Seven appears to be the true objective behind this plan of the Chancellor and the Gnomes. That much we can safely assume. And yet, it is this very same objective that may be our sole hope in preventing the disaster to come.
You for real here? It's true that ever since this curse was unleashed, it's felt as though everything's being guided by some unseen force. With that in mind, it'd be near impossible to try and prevent the war altogether.
That's probably why Dad and Chloe opted for Operation Mirage instead. But while we're on it, what exactly is this curse anyway?
We know full well the sort of strife a Septarian can cause. We saw so ourselves during the incident in Liberl a few years back. There, we had to come face to face with the same issues our ancestors contended with 1,200 years ago.
It was the same for us. We fought back against a centuries-long plan to artificially recreate a Septarian. One that had been lost due to mankind's own hubris.
Yeah, I almost made a really big mistake back then. But then Lloyd and the others came and made everything all right again.
In Liberl, a ring that could grant any heart's desire. And in Crossbell, a tree that could rewrite destiny itself. Each one a blessing, yet each one a curse. But in spite of that, Estelle, Lloyd, and everyone else faced them head-on. They didn't lose heart even once.
Therefore, discovering the truth is your responsibility now. It's not something Estelle, or Lloyd, or even the rest of us can accomplish. Only you, Class 7 of Thor's Military Academy.
The Empire's facing threats both on its surface and behind the scenes. You're no strangers to kicking tail on either of those fronts. I can't think of a more tenacious bunch out there. The way I see it, you guys are the only ones who can do this.
It's up to us then.
What happened to everybody being a team and doing this together?
Naturally, the Courageous Two has its own missions to see to. We must travel around the country helping people and gathering allies. Even so, I have no doubt that we can still serve as your wings of passage. More so with the Merkaba out of commission. After all, the difference in size should be more than enough to fit, say, 2 Divine Knights and 4 Panzer Soldats?
Olivert.
You've put so much thought into this. We appreciate it.
Then Thor's Military Academy's Class 7 would be honored to take you up on that offer, Your Highness. We'll do everything we can to assist you in your efforts as fellow members of the Radiant Wings.
We'll help too. It's only fair after all you've done for the branch campus students.
If you ever need someone to make that ship purr, I'm your gal.
Fabulous! Delighted to have you. You see, we've been rather lacking in the crew department.
Well, I sure as hell ain't sitting this one out. What kind of instructor would I be otherwise?
Count me in too. I mean, we're finally all back together again. Like we said, we're gonna be off doing our own thing, but we'll still be helping out.
Same with us. We'll be catching a ride on the Bobcat too after we're done here.
Now that you mention it, you did both say you'd be working separately.
Yeah. The plan is to cover Eastern Erebonia, North Ambria, and Jirai.
You mentioned getting in touch with HQ in Lamont. Guess that means you guys are heading out too, huh, Shara?
We are, though we won't be leaving the ship until tomorrow.
Sarah, Fee, you guys got things covered here, yeah?
Of course. When have we ever let you down?
Call us if you need anything, okay?
I guess this is goodbye for now then, huh?
Yeah, we've got some stuff to take care of back in Crossbell.
Don't worry. We'll be seeing each other again before you know it.
Yeah! We got this, Yuna!
Right!
Seems like we'll be able to divide things up by region then. You should be able to just leave everything with the Makaba Unit 8 up to Rosen, guys. I'll be arranging for its repairs at a nearby location. I really am in your debt, Thomas. Rosen, you too. Thank you. No worries. Please look after everyone. It will not be easy, but our shred of hope has come into view. The time has come for me to undergo my final undertaking. Grandmother? What do you mean, final undertaking? Listen well, children of Class 7. As noted, the spirit veins throughout the land are activating, and they are disordered, as they've never been before. The same can be said for the shrines, the stages for the rivalries. This includes the Luna Shrine, the only shrine we witches have overseen since ancient times. Isn't that close to Milsante? Yes, it's the location of the reflecting pool. And generation after generation of wandering witches have watched over it. The pool reflects the genuine truth and is believed to be connected to the origin of the Black Records. Didn't expect to hear those mentioned here. Yes, I myself was just told about it the other day. I suggest anyone interested in the real truth behind the curse to come. I swear on my true nature, I shall provide the answers to your doubts, rest assured. A trial for everyone in Class 7 is what's needed here. Only Celine is left, yes? I'm going to need you to take your human form, Celine. Huh? Grandmother? We thought the Luna Shrine was a dead end, but there is more to it after all. This will be a trial for the entirety of Class 7. I'm reminding of our adventures in the old schoolhouse 2 years ago. Ah, you mean where everyone first met Valimar? Yeah, and then that crazy go-nuts corridor appeared at the end. Riviere Corridor. Knowing what we know now, I think that place is yet another sort of shrine. I don't know what my grandmother's intentions are, but we should prepare ourselves for anything. Right out loud, I'm not even a part of Class 7. Just admit it already, Celine. You're one of us, whether you like it or not. This will be the first time we've seen your human form since the Black Workshop, huh? Ah, to gaze upon both Celine's lovely figure and the reflecting pool in the same day. What a fortuitous timing. Once everyone's done their little tour around the Courageous 2, we can head for Lake Gala. It'd probably be wise to land out on the water and put a little distance between ourselves and Miss Lund. Learning to switch between the silent navigation and optimal camouflage modes is going to be critical here. Understood. Things are starting to heat up. Next, our plan is to head ashore, with each group making their approach from the target locations. Fortunately, Estelle, Lloyd, and the others are already a step ahead of us gathering intel. I'm sure they'll have hit on something useful by the time you get out. We'll be expecting good news, guys, but seriously though, take care of yourselves out there. Right, that goes for you too. It means so much to know you've got our backs. Class 7, it's time to make sure your preparations are set. We need every pair of hands we can get around the ship. So those of you in a position to pitch in, do so. Please do so. Absolutely, instructor. Makes sense. Even with everyone from the branch campus here, this is a pretty huge ship. Right. It's probably best to make one more round just to be sure. I just hope that we can like go everywhere now without the limitations on where we can be. Because apparently we're not on anybody's hit list until the war starts. The Courageous 2 is a newly constructed ship, but something about it feels nostalgic. Maybe I'll do one final sweep around the floor myself prior to departure. Oh right, I need to find everyone going ashore and wish them luck again. Each floor has an elevator that you can use to move to other floors. You can select floors that you have previously visited during the quick travel menu. Weapons limited exchange, cafeterias, medical office, or office. I can guarantee you that we're stuck here. Okay. I cannot. I can't stop here. I can't. There's no freedom. I'm stuck here. We're gonna push through just a little bit further. I would like to be able to, you know, go places, grind a bit in my free time, etc. I don't always get time to record. Oliver, Sherazard, I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm so glad you're both okay. Both of you here together, nothing can make me happier right now. Thanks, Alphen. I know I put you through hell. I'm sorry I haven't been in touch. Honestly, Your Highness, I should have informed you before anyone. That was my failing, forgive me. No, don't be silly. With that wound, my brother wasn't going anywhere for a while, right? Thank you so much for helping with his recovery, Your Highness. You honor me with your magnanimity, truly. I have to say, though, getting Shara to feed me is definitely a memory I'll treasure forever. Although she did give me one legendary Herbo Nerpa when I suggested she ditch the spoon and use her mouth instead. Goodness! So help me, Adios. Oliver, you're about 3 seconds away from finding out what life is like with 0 eyes. Wouldn't have guessed it, but those two are much more intimate than I expected. I knew there was going to be another one. I knew it. Impressive. Looks like you're already finding your way around the place. Yeah, it really is an incredible ship. This isn't the first time we've met, but I'd like to reintroduce myself nonetheless. I'm Reen Sworzer. Good to meet you, Sherazard. The pleasure's all mine. I've been hearing a lot about you. It looks like you've been to Gehenna and back more times than one. And you're not done yet, it would seem. Advisory seems to be the order of the day for those who call Erebonia home, but at the very least, it's made us tough people. But no matter where we're from, I'm glad to be allies just the same, with Estelle, Agate, and now you. You bet, we're at your back. We've been preparing for the worst for a long time now. And just between you and me, as a Silver Streak, I really don't want to be outdone by the Purple Lightning. Come to think of it, you've been pretty focused on that for a while now, haven't you? Well, yeah. Despite us being the same age, she was the youngest bracer to reach A rank when she did. She's always had a reputation as a force to be reckoned with. Even Cassius relied on her. It did make me a little jealous, I have to say. You're both so fantastic, though. I really admire you, Shara. You know, even though Sarah is my former instructor, we have a close relationship as friends now. I can't believe it. Once I came to Erebonia and the two of us actually met, we immediately hit it off. We both like drinking, and our overall situations are fairly similar too, in some ways. Your interest in those of the masculine persuasion couldn't be any more different, though. Ah, that's right. She's got a thing for silver foxes, eh? Though I hear the winds of change are starting to blow across that particular plane. Wait, I don't recall telling you about any of this. Sherazard is so gorgeous, but she has a really cute side too. Don't worry, you two. I'll sort this out like a proper sister should. Or maybe it's best to just leave it to them. They are adults after all. Please stop doing this to me! I just want to get this done so I can have freedom again. Stop this! It's fine to go and talk to everybody, but this has been very long and I'm tired. And this is a horrible place to end it. At any rate, it seems that Cedric is drifting further and further astray. He needs to die. I'm starting to fear that maybe we really can't go back to how things were. I like the royal family, but I hate Cedric at this point. Your Highness. Come on, that can't be true.
I'm just as glad as you to see him alive again. But feelings such as that are only for the weak. We're ending this world and creating a new order in its place. And an undertaking this great leaves me no room for weakness.
Those words were proof that he's pushing himself too far. His infiltration with Chancellor Osborne is pretty clear. But I honestly doubt his resolve as one of the Ironbloods is really so firm. Or as a divine Knight Awakener for that matter. I'm inclined to agree. Oh brother, you silly fool. All we can ever do as people is work with the opportunities in front of us and never give up hope. Besides, I still need to meet him properly, just as I did the princess. He is royalty after all. If it's a family meet and greet you're after, Shara, you only need to ask. Oh yes, there's mother and father too if he's recovered. Let's take it down a notch, shall we? Huh? What's that? I see, a curious glint in your eye. This here is our true trump card. It's what makes ultra long distance communication with Arcus 2 possible. It's an artifact known as the Sonoria Seashell. Mr. Debaucher's prince snuck it in. Wow, incredible. It's a delightful little device I discovered in some ruins on a visit with the Bracelet Guild. It was about, 10 years ago now. It facilitates long distance communications in a snap, and is even able to bypass orbital comm restrictions of all shapes and sizes. It's currently in use as a repeat router per Toval's suggestion. It's also linked to your Arcuses via the Round of the Seven app the Foundation made for me. Its capabilities are almost mind-boggling. And if the ship control tower is set up with this then we'd have flawless communication with everyone involved with the Radiant Wings. As someone who will be helping with operations, I have to say I find it hard to believe its capabilities are even possible. I'm with you there. I guess artifacts don't need to be deadly to be powerful. Speaking of that, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought the Septian Church collected all artifacts that are still functional. About that, after a bit of discussion with the Gralsritter, we managed to come to an agreement of sorts. Our possession and usage has received tactic approval on the condition that we abide by a number of itty-bitty rules. Oh, Oliver. So fortunate are we that a man with his elegance and skill walks upon this earth. Neat. But we're not even close to through. I honestly just want to skip it. I've lost interest. But we're not going to, because I have a feeling multiple of these are going to be multiple in one place. You see how many red exclamation marks there are. Let me explain something. This has been going for 2.5 hours. It is 3:36 a.m. and I have to get up at 8 a.m. I want to finish this. But I want freedom, because I'm probably not going to get a chance to get back to this for another week and a half or more. So this is very annoying to me. Oh, Instructor Reen. Ha, Reen. Taking a tour of the ship. It's been some time, hasn't it? About 2 years already, if I'm not mistaken. Right. I think the last time we saw each other was that board of directors meeting at the main campus. I was sorry to hear about what happened to the 7th Division, but I'm glad to see you're safe. Yes, no doubt thanks to the guidance of Adios. I admit it was difficult to watch the 7th get disbanded, but it ended up working to my advantage. Thanks to that, I was able to slip away and rendezvous with the others in time to help with the creation of the Courageous 2. You can never really tell where life's current will sweep you next, huh? That aside, have you not been able to contact Father or the others either? I'm going to be contacting him and Aurier in a short while. Before I do, though, I'd like to get in touch with Uncle Zetches and Netherheart. I see. No doubt they're struggling with their positions, General Craig included. So I've heard, but they're still Imperial soldiers. That hasn't changed. Once Operation Yarmingard begins, they'll most likely be deployed as a main force in the rear guard. And if they are, even Operation Mirage is sure to face stern opposition. Right. If Uncle Zetch's stratagem are combined with General Craig's unmatched power, even the valorous Lee Gwyn and tactical genius Cassius would be unmatched. Yeah, doubt that. The conflict might already be impossible to stop in any official capacity, but I'll do what I can behind the scenes. If you could somehow buy us time on an official front, you would have my deepest gratitude, Lieutenant Colonel. Instructor. But of course. That reminds me. I'm many months late in saying so, but I wanted to thank you for mentoring my brother. I'd like to ask you to continue providing him with guidance, so he may one day grow into a strong, independent man. Hey, Mueller. In my book, Kurt's already there. But I hear you. As his instructor, it's my responsibility to continue leading him as best I can. I'm in your debt, Reen. Perhaps I'll go find a suitable hole to go crawl in and die of embarrassment now. I'm just so tired. So the strategy conference room and the training room are on this floor. I don't care. I don't need a tutorial about an area. Let me go ahead and try and get the rest of those tutorials on an area. I think I understand what brooms do. I guess we'll talk to them now that we're here. Oh, Reen! Just making sure the ship's equipment is all in order? Yeah, and getting ready to head to the Lunar Shrine. Gwen, I know I've said this before, but great work on the Courageous 2's operations. And Fierce, it sounds like you, Patrick, and the others helped quite a bit. Huh, well, only a little. Ha! And I was just acting as representative for our sponsors. Handling Smith's unreasonable demands is exhausting work. Right. I'm just glad the two of you made it through okay. And I guess my mother and Sharon are safe too. That stupid daughter of mine, as going so far as to involve Smith. And also Franz is completely... I mean, what the hell was with him? Forget it. I'm sorry, Lisa. No, it's okay, grandfather. I've also prepared myself for the worst for some time now. He's almost like a different person, even though he looks just like father. And I'm prepared to face him. You know, you've really gotten a lot stronger. Yes, it seems like you've really been making strides alongside Reen and the others from Class 7. Hold on a minute, Fierce. Wouldn't it be more accurate to say alongside Reen and just end it there? Oh my, yes, that does sound better. I'm very close to pressing L1. Huh, Elisa. Hey Fierce, what is this about? I don't really know the particulars, but I think someone might be in denial about something. I'm guessing it's Elisa. Grandfather, Fierce, can the both of you please stop with the speculation? Alright. Anyway, so it looks like you'll be on this ship for the time being, Gwen. But Fierce, you said that you'd be heading down. Yes, I'm going back to Ordis. I need to speak with my brother about something. We're nearing the final act, so I'd like to give my best to General Regnitz as well. Okay, I'd be happy to help out any way I can. You would do well to accomplish what you must first. Together with Reen and those from Class 7, I trust that's the one thing you won't waver on, yes? Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Fierce. Let's both do our best. Let's show some pride as former members of Thor's Lacrosse Club. You got it. That's true friendship. Right, I'm glad she's got such a good friend. What about you, Reen? How are things with you and Elisa right now? The thing is, it's not happening. Grandfather! My hand hovers over that L1 button. Oh, Reen, Elliot, Mint, and Kenneth. Alright, I forgot they treat people who we haven't met in this game as new people.
But I knew there was nothing to worry about. You guys are pretty much invincible.
I'll have to agree with you there. By the way, Reen, are you still keeping up with your fishing? I've been hearing about guardians appearing all over the place.
Well, maybe maybe I'll have you fill me in then. But I know that Min helped the branch campus. You helped with the Courageous too, right, Kenneth? Well, I did travel around all of Erebonia while investigating fish ecosystems. I guess I did help in that I shared the information I was able to acquire with His Highness and everyone. I see. That sounds just like you. Thor's really does produce all types of people, doesn't it? For sure. The occasional music prodigy even. Well, prodigy might be going a bit far. It seems like you really improved your technical skills when Liberal meant. And you were involved with the construction of the Courageous too. Well, I was allowed to join in on some already finished equipment, you could say. Professor Russell experienced extreme tunnel vision when focusing on research. But he wasn't overly strict when it came to minor mistakes. Working for him was pretty easy in that sense, just like with Professor Smith. That's his name, I don't care. I think you might be the only person who would say working under Professor Smith was easy. I mean, it's a pretty big deal too. Okay, that's all the ones from that end. This one has more than any other. This one's gonna be like 3 hours, isn't it? Ugh. There's not even a thing I can do to shave it down. On top of that, I'm actually getting dizzy. This is not healthy. I saw green, so I clicked on it. That's usually a sub-event or something of some importance. Oh, Green. How's it going? Are you guys talking to Major Irving about the handover procedures? Yes, the ship is a new build. There are many things about it we don't understand. That's why I have the manual in hand to read and check as I go. Sounds tough. Keep up the good work. Under normal circumstances, I should also be helping out too, since I'm a part of the branch campus facility and all. Well, you've got a trial from Rose coming up at Lake Gala, don't you? You can just leave this up to us, then. Just make sure you're prepared, got it? To be honest, I'd like to go too. But it's only members of Class 7 that are allowed to, right? It's kind of frustrating, to be honest. It doesn't make sense. Sorry about that, Toa. I'll be sure to head straight to the ship with the trial results. Will you be heading down after the handover procedures to meet up with the main campus students, Major Irving? Right, I'm planning on also serving as their backup, at least for the time being. Let's keep in touch then. It'll help us maintain a shared branch campus mindset, so to speak. Of course. Thank you very much. We'll do so great the principal won't know what hit her. Major Michael, I still don't like you from 3. Oh, Swarzer, I wanted to speak with you about Major Claire. Right, we only saw an image of her on the Pentagram, just like the Chancellor and the others. Though she's probably carrying out some pretty important task in a different area. Yes, she's likely working to finalize the railway's usage plans in preparation for Operation Jormungand's start. Whatever. As well as carrying out her duties as part of the Iron Bloods. Right. I know her, and I can only imagine how much losing Orion must have hurt her. It's not really my place to say, but please do what you can for her. If things keep going this way, she won't be able to handle it much longer. Understood. I'm not sure what I can really do, but as one of the people who cares for her, I'll do everything I can. That's all I ask. I'm in your debt, Swarzer. Jubilee and Laura, huh? Straight to asking for a match, then. No, that's not the case. We both arrived at the training area independently and unexpectedly ran into one another. And all of you will be leaving for that trial soon. I would never be so boorish as to wear someone out before something like that. My bad, Jubilee. But I gotta say, it's pretty amazing we have such quality training facilities on a ship like this. Yes, I suppose you could say that, if you really wanted to. The previous Courageous also had substantial facilities, but there certainly wasn't an area quite as spacious as this available. I find it irritating to always be receiving favors. So as a training opportunity for you all, the archaisms belonging exclusively to the Stallritter, may I present to you Vanguard 2, Selfnir. Is that a state-of-the-art archaism from Ouroboros, like the ones used in Hamel and the Naval Fortress? But are you still able to make use of them even after severing yourself from Ouroboros? Yes, it's specially adapted for our own use. Selfnir, come! Now that I see it up close, it is fairly intense. Going up against an archaism like this does seem like it would make for some phenomenal practice. I have another Selfnir unit actually, and I wouldn't mind letting you use that one for training as well. While you're undergoing your trial, I'll set them up to respond to specific combat situations for practice. I usually just leave it in the hangar reserve area, so feel free to use it as you like if I'm not around. Talk about full service treatment. We truly are in your debt, Jubilee. Thank you. That takes care of that. Now for the big one. Even if I can't leave the ship, it's just... I would like to be able to go to some other places. We've been locked out of some places for a long time now, or they've just been straight up unavailable. There's stuff I want to get that I just don't have access to. I don't even know who to start with. So, what do you think of the Courageous 2, Reen? I gotta say, the original might have been incredible in its own right, but this is about as cutting edge can get. I heard they even put the ornaments through a fair bit of upgrading. Yeah, though His Highness didn't seem too hot about it at first. Hot or not, we're in for some pretty intense combat in the coming days, that's just a fact. Once we get that point, basic deterrence just won't cut it anymore. Yep, that's probably what clinched the decision to load up on the firepower. Sounds like they met some resistance from Professor Smith on the development side of things. Oh, I can only imagine. Professors Erica, Albert, Russell were involved in this as well, right? Seems they had a tech expert from the Instinct Foundation come in on the down low too. Yeah, the ship's got all the latest tech, save for anything the Verne Company might be keeping under wraps. In other words, you guys got yourself a pretty killer setup here. Make sure you put it to good use, alright? Got it. I'll relay that to His Highness and the other students too. Are you going to meet up with Estelle and the others once you get down to the surface? Nah, I was planning on letting Shara take care on that front. I'll be operating on my own for a bit. Got a few things I want to check out. I'm sure you'll be more than busy enough dealing with the rivalries. But do me a favor and keep an eye on His Highness for me too, alright? Of course, we'll take care of him. That's your intuition calling. Feels like it's almost always on the market times like this. Just make sure to say hi to in for me, okay? I haven't even been able to get in contact with her yet. She must be talking with the head of the Girls Ritter. I didn't know she told her acquaintance. Well, here's something you don't see every day. I didn't realize you two had come on board the Courageous 2 as well. As escorts for Major Michael, yes, though we plan on returning to the service before long. That said, I never could have imagined we'd ended up having you face His Highness so quickly. But at the same time, we've been well prepared to do so. This was a good opportunity, as we could have expected. That does make sense. So what's the situation with the Derflinger then? Yeah, did the Imperial Defense Force and the RMP end up chasing it down? It would appear the Imperial Defense Force didn't deem us worthy of wasting their time. We managed to keep the RMP in the dark as well thanks to Major Michael. I think we'll all have a certain degree of freedom in our movements from here on out. Let's be sure to keep in touch, alright? Did you make sure to take down my Arcus number? I've already relayed it to communications team if not. Yeah, you bet I did. Man, I'd be blowing your Arcus up non-stop if it weren't for the stupid war. Oh, was there something specific you wanted to discuss? Nah, my main here just wanted to hear your sweet, silky voice is all. Is that so? In that case, I respectfully decline. Oh, bam, shot right out of the gate. I haven't even made an actual move yet. The more things change, the more they stay the same. For Sydney, at least. Alright, right across the bridge here. Almost done. Almost done. Whew. Oh, you're here. Is that Breen I see? Hey there, Becky. Been a while, hasn't it? Have we not
It's
met?
been a wee while, but the time's finally come! Say hello to the Becky Association's Courageous branch! Looking forward to your
Nice.
patronage, troops.
And don't be silly. We're the ones who should be thanking you. Seeing her over the counter like that really does scream courageous though, doesn't it? I like Becky's accent and everything else like that, but I hate having to try to read it because it trips me up on words because of the way they're tweaked. It's like the Civil War all over again. All she's missing is Hugo rivaling it up beside her. Looks like he's off doing whatever he wants to as per. I have the power to him that his way. I have to prove to him that his way of doing things isn't right. Business is not just about the profits. You got to have an empathy for your customers too. Well, it's good to see that Becky brand enthusiasm is never low on stock, at least. By the by, I plan on heading down from the ship soon after this. You can bet I won't spare any effort helping you guys out. We'll swap info next time we meet, so make sure you come and find me. Besides, I wouldn't want to miss out on these spicy new glamour shots I'm putting together. Oh. I think I could stand to miss a few of them, actually. Let's just say we'll do our best and leave it at that. Jingo? Huh. Alright, that's good. You're not one of the required ones. I mean, there's a lot of stuff from all over, and the latest gear and stuff is probably on board. But I want to be able to go down so that I can grind and stuff when I have the free time. Because I don't get much time. That's why I'm always like going to sleep at like 2 a.m. is because this is the only time I get, and it's only so often. Hey, how's it going? Lindy, Vivi, I'm so glad you two are alright.
I was just about to say the same. Reen, everyone, it puts my heart at ease to see you all in good health. At any rate, it sounds like you're becoming quite the lady killer. Eh, Reen? So, any updates on your love life? Who's the lucky gal?
Phoebe, please. I'm really sorry about this, Reen. It's okay. In a way, it's actually kind of comforting. Some things never change. In any case, I'm sorry for all the trouble I've put you two through. If I'd been a little more skillful in my command, things might not have gone the way they did. It's okay, guys. You have nothing to apologize for at all. If you hadn't drawn the enemy away with your Makama, there's no way the operation could have succeeded. And besides, it's about time we got some front page limelight for once. It certainly was a rather dramatic appearance, to say the least. By the way, you're staying on the ship as part of the medical staff, right, Lindy? Where does that leave you, Vivi? Well, since I'm already here, I was thinking I could sign on as the Courageous 2's official photographer. I'm sure Rex can handle all the on-land coverage just fine on his own. What do you think? Great, that settles it. Happy to be on board. Sure, good to have you. Looks like things are going to get a lot more hectic around here. And that's true, especially with her. Huh? Then who's the last one? A reference room. Oh, Reen! Well, we finally meet again. Huh? Reen? Are you okay there, Dorothy?
Wow. I've heard rumors about that luscious silver hair and jet black outfit, but...
I forgot she was like...
This character development has my pen bursting with inspiration!
Oh...
Man, that edgy new look is just not fair.
Sup, Mom?
You don't mind if I crank out a script for a new radio show based off you, right? Right?
It's business as usual with these two, as you can probably tell. No kidding. I'm not sure I've ever seen you guys ease up. I might have gotten a bit excessive. That might have gotten a bit excessive, actually. Even for me. Sorry, Reen. I got a little carried away myself. You don't need to apologize. I get it. This is kind of a lot to take in all at once. That aside, are you the one managing the terminal room for us, Monk? You know it. I'm a little busy with all my radio Trista work, sure. You guys have got way more on your plate out there. Can't imagine a single one of us out there wouldn't jump to lend a hand. Speaking of which, Dorothy and I just finished setting up the terminal. As it so happens, the Imperial Museum approved my extended hiatus request. I'll probably spend most of my time in the reference room next door, so feel free to call for me whenever you like. You can go ahead and send all the data that the branch campus kids have collected over to us. Battle and combat data goes to me, personal files off to Vivi. And any book and other written materials over to me. Okay, got it. Thanks for all your help, guys. It's good to have you on board with us. Terminal has carried out its connection to... Oh, okay. It's a pom-pom thing. Ah. That would do it. Tatiana, I was wondering when I might see you again. And you too, Margarita. You're looking well. Oh, I guess I did hear that you two were old friends. Some sort of family connection, right? That's right. I'm not going to try to read that word. Families tend to flock together, as Tatiana's and mine have since times medieval. Though Tatiana's father is a viscount, while mine's a mere baron, she never let that stand in the way of our friendship. Well, the Dresdens have always been tolerant of those from other social standings too. Of course. And that shared tolerance is a part of what's kept our family so close for all these years. That's a good kind of friendship to have. Beauty calls to beauty, after all. It was always our destiny to come into each other's lives. Just like me and Vincent, and how we fell in love at first sight. That's not what happened. Oh, is that what happened? It's good to see that you're just as powerful as ever, Margarita. Why? By the way, my heart shattered when I heard what happened to Milliam. I'm sorry, Margarita. I know you two spent a lot of time together in the cooking club. She was such a bold chef, marching to the beat of no one's drum but her own. She showed me the real possibilities food had to offer. I don't like the sound of that. Let's just say that girl tried to enjoy everything to its fullest, cooking included. I only wish I could fulfill the promise I made to her. The promise was that, as fellow members of the cooking club, we promised that we would work together to make a dish the likes no one has ever tasted. I'm sorry, I'm tired and my body is reacting to it. But even if we can no longer make that dish together, I believe we can make Milliam's dream a reality. Which leads me to something I'd like to ask of you, Rain. Could you bring me any peculiar dishes you made? Peculiar dishes? Oh, like the kind we brought you during the Civil War. Precisely. I'm sure dining on the unusual dishes you made will be just the inspiration I need. It will only be a matter of time before I conceive and concoct a meal that no one has even dreamed of. Alright, let's make Milliam's dream come true. Any peculiar dishes I make, I'll bring them your way. I can hardly wait. I mean, they're also battle items. Cue the next thing. Oh, the front deck. How did I miss that? That was a fail on my part. I don't know how I missed the front deck. I don't know which way to go. Head towards by the computer room. I believe that's here. It's not listed as front deck. It's just deck. These two. I'm so glad to see that you're unharmed, Patrick. And I know Reed feels the same. Thank you, Elise. I'm happy to see you safe too. Instructor Makaro from the main campus got in touch beforehand to appraise us of the situation, so I knew better than to worry, but still. I see. So that's why the branch campus students are all aboard. Right you are, clever as always. No doubt you are racked with anxiety over my whereabouts. Oh, here it comes. Chest tight with the pain of uncertainty, so I must apologize. Oh, Reen. Swazzer! Hey, good job out there, you two. Are you all set to head out, Patrick? Naturally. I finished making the necessary preparations yesterday. Good to hear. Honestly, I'd rest easier if I knew you were going to stay aboard, but... Yes, I feel the same. What's your game here, Schwarzer? Leaving me alone with Elise isn't like you. That isn't like you. What do you mean? It's not like I ever specifically tried to keep you apart. What? I shouldn't to imagine what you'd do if that was your aim then. What? Oh, because he's so aggressive about it. What? I shouldn't to imagine what you'd do if that was your aim then. He almost broke Ash's shoulder with the grip. Schwarzer, let me say this. I don't know how much of an ordeal this rivalry is going to end up being, but I will not, under any circumstances, permit you to disappear and leave poor Elise behind. Patrick, I'm sorry. I've been trudging around with an air of resignation without even realizing. But you know, people might start getting weird ideas if you two spend too much time alone. Maybe I'll have you show me around the ship then, Patrick, if you're so inclined. Talk about doing a 180. It does my heart good to see your friendship driving you two. Yeah, they were kind of like rivals, I suppose. I did come a long way. To all passengers, we will soon be concluding our orientation flight and charting a course to the Luna Shrine. We'll be landing in Lake Gala in 30 minutes. It's probably going to just make us do the shrine. I would like a little more freedom than that, but... I don't like being confined to an area. I really don't. But I'll push forward and see if it gives us any freedom. Before I talk to the ones on the bridge, I'm going to save though, just in case. There's still some things I want to get done on the ship, but I would like some freedom to be able to go and do stuff and not be stuck in one place. Hey Reen, were you able to make that lap around the ship? Yeah, I was. I think I was just about seeing everything I wanted to. And it made me realize again just how amazing this ship really is. It does my heart good to hear you say that. And no part of this ship deserves the Oliver seal of approval more than the baths. We simply must bathe together when the time permits. A chance to lay ourselves bare if you catch my meaning. Well, you never have to ask me twice to take a nice hot bath. Oh, and I'm sure you heard the announcement, but our maiden flight will soon be coming to an end. Would you please ready yourself for landing, Reen? Look, let's just wait. At this point, there's nothing else to do. There's literally nothing else to do but continue the story. I'm like, there is nothing else to do. Ignore my grunts of pain. My eye is killing me at this point. Because I feel like this area is going to be pretty long too. Yeah, look at it. We had to get on a boat and everything. Here we are at the Luna Shrine again, but it feels different this time. Yep. Yeah, they give you no freedom in between this and that. I'm honestly super disappointed about it. Because honestly, seeing how they parked in the water, we got on a boat and they're waving, we're not going to be able to go back on the ship, which means we're not going to be able to get any freedom to go anywhere but the shrine. Rose did say that the spirit veins are becoming more active, so perhaps that's why. I'd wager good mirror, you're right. Now that I can sense mana, I'm starting to see what you mean. Feels like it's still being contained inside of the shrine though. It makes sense. This is the only shrine that's being overseen by wandering witches for generations. My mother came here to purify his waters countless times throughout her life, or so I've heard. Oh right, I did hear something like that. You never really knew your mother, right? Now is not the time to go on about these questionings. I've heard stories that she was a witch of rare and superb talent, but all this happened before I was born, so stories are all I have to go on. I was really little when she passed away, so I don't remember much about her. But grandmother told me all about the shrine. Deep within, beyond the altar, we'll find the reflecting pool. Gazing into it should light our way. Who doesn't love a conveniently omnipotent magical artifact? So unlike Umbreon Island, this shrine extends even beyond the altar, right? Yeah, it's probably going to be some super long area that I don't want to do because I want to be able to have some sort of freedom. Grandmother should have already opened it up already. She'll be waiting for us. Is everyone ready to go? Almost. I need just a minute. Come, Valimar. Not taking any chances, huh? Or is it something else? Let me guess. You wanted the whole Class 7 together for this. Right. And none of us knows what's going to happen, so it pays to be prepared. I've already discussed it with His Highness Mint and the others. I see now. We really all are all here then. Well, I guess we'd better mosey. Next stop, the altar. Hey Celine, aren't you going to change into human form? Don't rush me. We can wait until after we talk to Rose. There's really no going back now, so we might as well step into the shrine and see what, because you know they're probably gonna say something when we step in. If not, great. But okay, that's good at least. I'm not going any further. Huh? They also put her in the battle party. I'm so tired. Alright. I can't even push myself to go any further than this. Not only that, but this episode is just ridiculously long at this point, thanks to that. I mean, I'm not gonna say I didn't have fun. I definitely did. It was a great thing. Like, all the missions and everything were fun. The whole exchange was pretty great. However...
Okay.
I don't like that. Unlike every other chapter, once we finish all that and we get through the first thing of talking, we're free for a little bit to go and do some stuff. No, you don't get any freedom here. You just don't. You don't. And I doubt I'm going to get to play this game again for another 2 weeks or more. So now I'm stuck here. I can't play it at all because I can't record for a while. Because the game says, no, you have to go here, you can't go anywhere else. After all of that, brand new chapter, this is the only thing you can do. You can't do anything else. There's nowhere else you can go.
No.
Great. The funny thing is, by the time you guys see this, it'll be long since past this point. It doesn't matter. I'm exhausted. I have to go to work in 4 hours. I have to get up to go to work in 4 hours. Yes, I am annoyed. Highly. I had fun with that whole thing, but the fact that I'm stuck here does not help. If I knew I would be stuck here, I wouldn't even talk to all of them. I would have just stopped and moved on with my life. But this makes it worse. Whatever. I'm probably going to enjoy the thing when I finally get to it. Rain, stop saying now. They increase the frequency of their standing idle and sounds. It always annoys me. Even when I'm just sitting here and I'm working on something on my computer, they just keep saying the same line every, like, 4 seconds. Shut up! Maybe I'll feel better in the morning. But I won't get to play this for about another week and 2 weeks or more. But, alright, that is all the time we have for this episode of The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 4. If you like this episode, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all on the next episode.